And hello again, Internet. Here we are with Day 5 of Realms of the Haunting, this unusual little game that tries to mix a couple playstyles that don't seem to work too well together on one hand. On the other hand, what it does fairly well, for the most part. I mean, this is the combination point-and-click adventure game, first-person shooter, and the first-person shooter element's really the side. I mean, that's really the portion that's not the focus. It really only exists to try to enhance the point-and-click adventure part, and to be honest, that works. I have no major complaints with this so far. Where am I going? Do I really have to go down and around? Can I just, like, go down here?
Careful, Adam. One wrong move. And
Ow!
it's gonna go off.
Fuck it. I'm down here now. So yeah, the bell went off. Doesn't matter. I think the bell part only matters when you're first approaching it, because even when I did that afterward, when I'd reached the other room, it didn't wake the guy up. Should have, but didn't. Now I just gotta figure out how to get out of here quickly. There we go. Might as well, since I took some damage on the fall. Gonna assume the exit's this way. Yeah, there we go. There's the lion. I'm not gonna attack the lion. There we go. Now, how do I get out of the maze quickly? I do have a map I can use. Let's see if I can remember my way out. I was gonna say, the point-and-click part, the puzzle game part of this, is actually pretty decent so far. The story is kind of what you'd expect from 90s games, let's be honest. Not great, but it's at least interesting, something to keep a hold of.
Looks new.
It is, if nothing else, a reason for the game, or the story to exist, game to exist, blah blah. Words, now, where am I? I should be here. So I do want to go out the left side. And then when I hit there... Okay. I think I got my bearings now. I don't have my bearings. I went the wrong way. Great. Now the maze is trying to kill me. Yeah, this is the direction I want to go. So all these things that were in the maze before have now activated. But it doesn't matter because there's the exit. Good boy. Oh boy, that's not at all what I want to see. Okay, well that just one-shotted you. That takes 2 shots to drop you. Yeah, I see another one spawned over there. This is what I mean when I say the shooter aspect doesn't really work that well. But it's there to give this game more than just your basic puzzle game. And for that, I approve. I can appreciate it. Hopefully there won't be too many more of those. I'm honestly surprised there hasn't been any real health potions in here either. Most areas have something, at least, to help you keep your balance. But I have not found any this time out. Jeez, how many of you guys are there? Holy cow! They are not happy right now. Alright. It's pistol time for now. Try to stay away from those fireballs. At least those I can dodge. Is there anything behind me? No. Okay, not yet at least. Back off more. I can't hide behind the wall there, as they'll just climb over it. Wrong one. I wanted this. And this. Not that. This. There. Wanted to get a little bit of extra damage in, at least. Free damage. Because this is ammo. Now, you'll note that the enemies can actually hurt each other if you can... Ow! You can line them up. Dang it! I was hoping it would clip the wall. Don't want to be in a corner like this. I'm trying to go around. I'm taking a fair bit of damage in here. Remember, you can't set the controls, so sidestepping, I have to take my hands off of the other movement to do it. Ow. Ow, 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 bad, 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 bad. Please die before I do. Oh, that was too close for comfort. That was really too close for comfort. No, no. Drink one of the green ones as well. Woo! So unfortunately, those guys have guns too. And guns are harder to dodge. Let's get back to my sword. Or the dagger, actually. I hope to not see another room like that ever. Oh, crap. Or there could be one right away. Okay, shotgun time, shotgun time. See, watch, he's gonna climb. See, he climbs right over it. There's only one left, so I'm going to go ahead and use my freeze attacks right now. These are ones that recharge over time, so that's why I say they're free. Okay, I hope that's the last of them. And I also hope my mic muted as I sneezed there. You guys really needed to know that. Alright. Please be everything. Don't want to deal with more of those guys. Good lord. The hell were there so many of them anyway? Ha ha! Well, you can see how the walls are done. They're just a certain texture or height. So when you have stairs and such, yeah, you get funky looking walls. Yeah, this 3D engine is not particularly great compared to other shooter engines, or really 3D engines in general. But it serves its purpose. I mean, remember, this game came out in '96, so you're looking at Quake's been out by now, or is about to come out around this time. Now, that's just weird that it does that, though. What the heck? So, like I said, Quake was coming out around this time, so this engine looks almost more like a modification of Wolfenstein. Almost. There's angles and such in it, and so it's a little bit more advanced than that, but not by a whole lot.
Should the realm of the spirit be subject to corruption?
How do you mean?
Because there are definite signs of physical decay. Pollution, even.
Yeah, I'd noticed.
So you say it now, but whatever.
Combine the face with the soul.
Okay.
Become as one.
Where's my mask? There's my mask. Alrighty. Back to the tower. Now, in theory, you might be able to jump down to one of those, but there's no way I'm going to. So I have the key to Tears to help unlock the Angel. The Angel's prison, he can't say where it is, but to be honest, I think it was like 10 feet away from him, because there was a lock mechanism there. So we'll see if this key that I got goes into that particular lock. And I remind those who are watching this game, if you think it looks interesting and you want to finish playing it before I do, or if you're watching my YouTube, play it before you see what I do in it. It is available on Steam and GOG, and yeah, if it looks interesting, by all means, pick it up. It is interesting. I'm glad I'm finally playing it. What's over here?
I have seen the temple and have stood within its walls. For you there will be nothing.
Somebody keeps trying to talk to me in this realm. Don't know why. I know it's over there now. Nothing. There's a lot of that in this game. So now I gotta try to make my way back to my realm. Earth realm. So I can get back in time for Mortal Kombat. Oh, wait, wrong game. Don't know what
Doesn't
that's
appear to be
for.
working.
Because it doesn't work anyway. Okay. You see, I could theoretically drop down to that. Why am I seeing through the tops of those things? Into nothing, of course. I mean, there are some really interesting map things. Like those gates that are a transition between maps, really. That's all they really are. I mean, look at them. This map ends. You go straight into another map here. This is why there's nothing past that. Because you're just seeing out into the blackness of space, so it's kind of Hall of Mirroring until you go to the next map. The fact that you can see in through those map barriers is kind of neat.
It shall be here, Antoine, here in the forests of Foychard that they shall fall. Then our spies shall move in, and the elf shall fall.
Everyone else calls him Alf, and this guy called him Aelf. At least I'm not running into any enemies in here. They are, honestly, probably the worst part of this game.
Now that you approach the divine realm, traveler, you have no device to gain rightful passage unto this place. Turn back and seek the device of passing.
Yep, wrong went the wrong way. That's basically the gate to heaven, and I don't have whatever tool allows me to get in there yet. I don't know how long this game actually is. We are on chapter 11 now. I think we skipped 9, though. Which still bothers me.
Moon shall turn as blood, and the sun as sackcloth in the last days.
Pointless gibberings of madness do not concern me. And through another one. I think these realms are what's humming. It's not a very pleasant sound. Now, I probably won't be able to do that again. I think I would already injured that one before anyway. Because you'll notice it takes time to recharge. So I hit it with 2 charged shots. And through this again. That looks like my home realm. Yep, there's the way home. Can't get there from here. Aw, yeah. Quit hitting the wrong button. Okay, I've made it home.
Come closer. Walk unto the gate.
I've already done that. I don't need to do it again.
Now that's impressive. You think
Okay.
someone prays here?
More than likely, yes.
Then let's start right now.
Ah, crap.
How about praying for some miracle to save us?
Ah! That was bad. Can I please? Apparently no, I can't shoot at him. The thing is, those were-rats before seemed indestructible, so... I don't think I'm actually hitting him just because I'm looking up. Stop moving so my projectiles can hit you. Whatever. Wait. That thing didn't swing at me. Did something else? What is making all that noise? Because that guy's not swinging his axe at me. Remember, I've tried killing these things on other maps, and I just was not able to. It really does not look like I'm doing any damage to him at all. I'm gonna reload this because I'm dead. Yeah, I think those things are indestructible. These werewolf things. Yeah, there's no game over screen, which is kind of annoying.
Mars and the traveler are one together. Come closer. Walk.
Oh! And now I'm in the lava. So, you can fall in the lava and die. Now I know.
Together. Come closer.
Okay, so I dropped him in one hit at least, or 2 hits, without taking damage or wasting a bunch of ammo this time. And I really don't think that those things are killable.
Protection or summoning?
Summoning. Definitely summoning.
Oh, really? How far is he going to come down? That's bad, because that means he could block that room off from me entirely. Now, I've not explored the rest of this. Hello. You know, that's entirely possible that I wasn't supposed to. Hello. I'm wondering if those things only show up if you go, quote, the wrong way. Because I didn't explore past the rats before. So, like, if I go this way now, dead end. I'm okay with just dead ends. Right. Turn my gamma up a couple notches so I can actually see. Now, come on, I backed off of that one. Yeah, the combat in this game, not particularly good. I know that the trail of rats will lead me home. Now, the real question is, am I going to have more things coming out to attack? Yes. There's definitely more stuff to attack me, even when I'm taking the right path. So that's not what's causing that to happen. Come on. Okay, what is over here? Sound effects are really messed up. Like I said, as interesting as the game is, it was not finished programming. There are bugs in this. The fact that the enemies just walk over and through obstacles like they don't exist. The sounds coming from just strange places and strange sounds that don't necessarily make any sense. Alright. How have I not been in here before?
This symbol's glowing.
I believe,
Not fast. This symbol's glowing.
I believe it's designed to either keep us in or keep something out.
Okay, so at least I'm back kind of on track now. Go ahead and heal up. I'm going to heal one more. Which means I'm actually using more of those than I'd really care to. Whoops. I'm trying to remember where I'm trying to take this key. You know what? Ow. I just want to double check this. Does it... Yeah, I'm definitely going to reload then. I'm going to reload and not fall down and check that. Because I think that was Chapter 9 over there, to be entirely honest. Because I skipped the outside one before and continued looking inside the house. And that's when it jumped me from Chapters 8 to 10. So, I'm still hoping that I didn't completely screw my game doing that. Okay, just go down here. Did something just breach into our realm? Is that what's going on? I mean, we can't be the only ones who can use those tower portals. He sees me. And he looks hungry.
Jesus. What the hell was that?
I don't know. It's probably got something to do with the destruction of this gate.
Oh, so that gate's destroyed. So I couldn't have gone down here anyway. Or maybe that only happened because I came late. Wait, where? There it is.
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
Another statue. The voices seem to be coming from the statues.
Unnerving. Wonder who the voices are.
So that's actually a different gate than I was thinking of. There's another gate outside somewhere. Interesting. And then there's this gate, which, what the hell? I still want to know why there are dead rats everywhere. And here's the other outside place that I didn't actually go to yet.
Chained shut.
They're enchanted. Extra strength.
I don't have any key to open that yet. Which is probably for a good thing, considering I think there's going to be something in there that's quite nasty.
What's that smell?
Is there just the one down there? Looks like it. Come on, where are you? This thing could take some punishment. Oh, cool. I don't know what's up with all the green crap. But you were guarding a blunderbuss?
Flintlock. Some sort of gun. Jesus. What the hell?
Oh, good. It's another one that recharges. An automatically recharging blunderbuss. I think... Oh. Oh. This I can approve of. Yes. I have a new toy. That's going on the roster. I think you can replace the shield now. I think you did replace the shield. Yes, you did. Perfect. In that case, let's save it. I will take the blunderbuss.
Flintlock. Some sort of gun.
And then I just love that word, blunderbuss. How can you not love
Oh.
that word?
Looks human.
It is.
Okay, well, new weapon makes me happy. In fact, the game clearly wants me to use it right away, does not. It's one. I don't know if this has any AoE on it either. And more healing is required. Gonna get addicted to that Ecto Cooler. That's okay. It's back now. Limited time. At least it was back. I don't know if it
Chain shut.
still is.
What a surprise.
They're enchanted. extra strength.
Alrighty. I still don't know exactly where I'm going anymore. Like, seriously, I'm trying to remember. I know it's downstairs somewhere. It might be here, given, you know, I put a statue there. No. That was how I got down there in the first place. Okay, and that also explains why I didn't see that before. But there is another spot that needs that statue. And I'm trying very hard not to sneeze right now. See, there it is. There's that other spot.
Doesn't appear to be working. Doesn't appear to be
Do I
working.
gotta go take the statue out of the other one? Probably. Okay. Does this mean this door's locked now? Yup. I can open one or the other, not both at the same time. Which, you know, if the doors had quit automatically closing, wouldn't be a problem. You just prop one of them open. But no. Oh, here we go. There's Chapter 9!
Welcome, Master Florentine. I trust you are well.
The voice is some sort of security spirit that don't answer.
And what will it be today, sir? Unfortunately, I was not able to locate the book you asked me to find. Shall I procure a cup of Darjeeling for you, sir? Some brandy, perhaps? Are you looking for anything in particular, sir? What do you intend to do with Hawk, sir? Raziel sent another emissary this morning. The Arges still report the intruders are within the grounds. Are there any special orders you wish for me to pass on to them? Belial was by last even, sir. The ward held as usual. Master Florentine, forgive me, but does something trouble you? Your reticence is unusual. The Dodger is close, Master Florentine. Your scout reports another attempt to leave the tower. Sir, please forgive me, but due to your lack of response, your instructions require me to ask of you the library code. I'm sure you understand. Sir, please forgive me again, but further to my request, you have failed to procure the library code. Under your instructions, I must ask you one further time. Failure to reply will result in the instigation of your security measure.
I think we'd better be making tracks.
Failure to reply. Intruder in library.
Oh, God.
Goodbye, sir.
Ouch. There's really nowhere to dodge there. Okay. Well. That should take care of this guy. Worst case scenario. There. Alright.
Parchment. Handwritten.
So, we found Chapter 9.
Parchment. Handwritten.
What's it say?
Parchment on historical and legendary Cornwall.
Might be something useful in that.
Oh, God, more pixelated cursive. Okay, trying to read this for you. Legendary Cornwall. Documents on fact and fiction. Collected text copied from source. The Legend of Hell's Stone. According to legend, the devil was flying over Cornwall with a huge boulder to block up the entrance to hell when Saint Michael challenged him to battle. In the battle, the devil dropped the stone, and where it fell, the place became known as Hellstone, or now more commonly as Helston. To celebrate this victory, the people of the town danced through the streets, and it became known as the Fury Dance. Yeah, whatever, let's go with Fury Dance, which still... Furry? That can't be right. Something dance, whatever. Mummer's Dance for all I care. Which still takes place on the closest Sunday to the festival of the town's patron saint, the Archangel's Saint Michael. Land's End. Legend tells that the entrance to Linus was once to be found at Land's End. See, that is fish. So that's furry stone. Fishermen today still say that the drowned buildings of Lyonesse can sometimes be seen around the Seven Stone Lighthouse. Stone's Lighthouse. Port Isaac. A short way away from the village lies the remains of Castle Damalick. Okay. No, Damalisk. Damalisk, okay. Where the Earl of Cornwall... I'm having trouble reading these, not just because it's cursive, but because it's pixelized on my screen. Gorlias, I'm going to say Gorlias, was killed by the hand of King Uther Pendragon. Uther Pendragon followed Aegina, the dead Earl's wife, to Tintagel. I am sure I butchered that. And with the aid of Merlin, assumed the form of Gorbis to seduce Aeginus and conceive a child who later became King Arthur. Now, I butchered those names, and I don't remember the exact names, but that actually is the story that I have heard for King Arthur's origin. So they at least got that right. Better than I did, anyway. St. Michael's Mount. The Cornish name for this place is the Ancient Rock in the Wood, because at low tide there can be seen fossilized remains of an ancient forest which once covered the coast of St. Michael's Mount. Fallen. The vicar of Fallen, Parson Dodge, enjoyed fame as an exorcist in the early part of the 18th century. Trove, okay. Trove, pronounced Trove, thank you, was once the grand house of the powerful and influential Lovelace family. Approximately 200 years ago, the squire gave chase to a white hare which disappeared into a cave. When the squire found the hare, it had changed into a witch, and he further discovered that the cave was a coven led by a demon who the squire recognized as the same stranger who had seduced his wife some time before. The squire emerged from the cave sometime later, demented and totally insane. The squire and his hunting dogs haunt the place to this day. Kindiak, I don't know. I apologize for these names that I'm butchering. They at least one of these stories I recognize, so it's possible they might be using real stories here, which, why not? Real stories, yes, they're using actual fiction. Wait, whatever. Legends are legends. Legend would have it that many years ago, two miners were passing the Carn one late night when they were overtaken by a black-robed horseman who asked if they would watch a wrestling match on the Carn. By now horrified and terrified miners accepted, but found that they had joined a party of demons and that the horseman was in fact the devil. During the match, one of the demons was thrown against a rock, and the two miners, who still showed a sense of Christian love, whispered a prayer into its ears as it appeared to be dying. As they spoke the prayer, the very land rumbled and groaned as the whole demonic troop were consumed by the earth in a fearsome black cloud. What does any of this have to do with the story? I don't know. I got no opinion on it. I'm just reading them in case there is some bearing. Oh god, there's more notes. There. Now if the lights go out, I'll at least have some light. Oh, and there's more. Okay, so there's 4 pages now to read. Let me finish examining.
Map of Europe. Smoke damaged.
Again, another one? Alright, well, let's see what new papers I got.
Sketch of somewhere.
Some place we've not yet come across.
Okay, dang it, that's an old sketch, so it didn't put them in order.
Also known as the Morning Star.
Parchment. Written by hand. This is starting to make sense now.
Raziel and his realm of Raquia.
In my dream, I came at once upon a tall stone tower within a puzzle where there dwelt the one who reigns over incantation. His name is Raziel, or incarceration, pardon me. His name is Raziel, and he said unto me as I walked the gardens, the key is thine if they can solve my riddle and pass by my ear. I dreamed not, I answered not, and went from that green place, and did speak with one by a sparkling fountain who called himself the tender of that place. How pleasant this place to eye and ear, I called to him across the stream. He answered, but not for those who come with evil heart. With a call like a bird did the gardener change his form to that of a monstrous beast, and I fled from the light that poured from its jaw. Raziel, the jailer, fear him and his powers of internment. Fear him too, for he has the power to set all free. Seek him only at the last, for the tower in which he abides lies center to a vast puzzle, which few men have solved. Now you see, it's telling me this after I've already gone through all this stuff, because this is chapter 9 and we skipped it to go to chapter 10. I'm still going to read this off though. Where was I? Audience is never granted, but his image can sometimes be perceived as the travelers walketh the endless gardens of his domain, endlessly striving to unlock the key to his puzzle. His domain is a place of beauty, but do not be fooled, for it is the dwelling place of those who have failed the puzzle and must dwell eternally within the dark prison set below. Those who have heart and their need is great enough will solve the puzzle and find themselves within the tower at last, where a key can be found that the locks of the world are no match for. That key is the key of tears. But tread close and stealthily, for if that presence known as the jailer doth hear thine footsteps, then all is lost, and the trap will be sprung. Stealth is the key. All who tread this place take note and remember my words, for they are true. In most, but not all accounts of this personality, Raziel appears as a tall man wearing a black raiment, his movements accompanied by the sounds of chains and keys banging together. This form is the one most associated with services and state affairs. He mostly appears in a monstrous humanoid form, limbs stretched and out of proportion, with skeletal bat-like wings protruding from his temples. His teeth are of gold, and his eyes are of the silver of the monstrous keychain that serves as his girdle Yeah, girdle, I think. I have no idea. Or serves at his side. No. By the keychain that swings at his side. There we go! I read it! Yay, I can read! Raziel's imminent appearance is always heralded by the loud sound of his keys being twisted in a lock, and his departure ends with a deafening crash of a door closing. Authors unknown documents secured from the Indian merchant ship Condor, 14th century. Okay.
Sketch of a sword.
What's that smudge towards
That
the
one
top
we've
of the
seen.
pommel?
Map of the tower. Now, you see, that might have been useful. Oh. Well, there's a map of the tower from 1538 or 1588. That's useful. So that completed the map of the tower. Handwritten text.
What's it say?
This reads like some religious text.
Oh, crap.
What's it say?
This reads like some
Definitely no apocrypha I've ever read.
Whilst walking Raquia, it is the place of spirit and ruled over by the power of the jailer. In my dream, I came at once upon a tall stone tower where there dwelt the power who reigns over incarceration. He is aforementioned, and he said unto me as I walked his gardens, the key of tears is thine, if they can but solve my puzzle. And their past pass my ear. I answered not, and went from that given place, and did speak with one who stood by the fountain. This is the same thing. I mean, it's written differently, but it's the same thing. How pleasant this place to eye and ears, I called to him across the stream. He answered, but not for those who come to deceive. With a call like a bird, did that soul change in form to that of a monstrous beast, and I fled from the light that poured from his jaws. I walked then the place of Arguia, and was told by the first soul not to write of this place, if I was to receive what was rightfully mine. I left that place, and awoke with a mask of his word upon my arm, to remind me of the past. Through smoke and fire, hail and ice, I came upon that place of ice and fire known to man as hell, that terrible hall of eternal woe, that is Sheol, where the seasons differ generally from our own, being longer and with harvests and sowing at wider intervals. The people who live by the shores of Sheol are able to cross the whirlwind spaces to visit all the places of the universe and speak all other languages. So, okay, that one told us about 3 different ones. I think that's all of them now. Rune guide, map of tower incomplete, map of the maze. No, there's going to be one more. Okay, that's the one that we already read. So I think that might be the last one.
The same as the marks on my hands.
Yeah, finally we've read them all. Even though that was pretty much meaningless because we've already been to Raquia, we've talked to Raziel, we've gotten the key. I'm now trying to find my way to use said key. At least now the mystery of Chapter 9 has been solved. Out of order, but it has been solved. Oh crap, I'm going to go grab the damn key again. Because there's nothing else in here. Right? There's no reason to come back into this room that I can see.
Planter.
I am just double checking to make sure there's nothing else in here because Lord knows I don't want to miss anything. I'm really good at that.
Just a chair.
Planter.
Planter.
Alright, these books I can't do anything with. So, Let's go ahead, grab this key back. Because I can put this back where it was. I am glad I went out there and picked up this nice blunderbuss. Alright, where in the heck am I going to find... Oh, you know what? It's the library. I have to find my way back to the library. Not the library I was just at. That one at the very beginning, you know, chapter 2, that had the serpents and the sarcophagi. Sarcophagus. Sarcophagi is plural. Once I find my way back there, I go down the sarcophagus, and that's my goal right now. So, hey, my bad memory has finally worked. And oh, this place creeps me out so much. All these dead rats, just ugh. And that summoned a dude that I killed. Yes, there we go. Alright. Wrong one. Also wrong one. Here's where I'm going. Yes. Yes, I'm on the right track again. I am on the right track. How do I get down this without hurting myself? I don't think I can. Okay, nothing else to attack me, please. Back to the clock room. Back past the water. I wonder if Belial's going to show up on the mosaic again. Because there's the mosaic. And there... Yup. That's the key. Or lock, I should say.
The well-named Key of Tears.
Let's hope Hawke's what he says he is.
Impressive prop, to be entirely honest. Silly, but eh. There's that wonderful mid-90s CGI.
Free to restore the balance.
I assume you're Hawk.
I am Hawk. What will it be?
I thought you might have the answers.
They are closer to you than most.
Perhaps you can give us some?
Ask that I may answer.
Okay. Personalities, places, objects. So I can ask who, what, and where. Well, who, what, where. This is the main thing right now. Because I'm trying to free him. So let's ask about this.
The spirit of my father is held here somewhere. How can I free his soul from torment?
The answer to that question is simple. The balance, the power of the Soul Stone must be redressed. The solution is, however, a difficult task. The fate of your father and that of mankind is a shared one.
It's like I'm honestly asking to try to refresh my memory as well. So let's ask about the Soul Stone. And I'm going to ask about those other things as well, but
Can you tell us more about the Soul Stone?
The Soul Stone is the neutrality of the universe. The channel from man's thoughts from which all that is good and evil is filtered. Sometimes thoughts can be so vile and evil that a minion is created as the embodiment of that mind.
okay, so we're going to need the seal fragments for that.
Hawk, what are these? They were given to me by Florentine. He was disguised as a priest. There's something in them, some sort of power, I think.
Adam, these are the broken seals of the Soul Stone. You have within your hands 6 of the 7 seals that bind the universe together. When the last is broken, the world will be plunged into darkness. If this happens, Gaul will become host to the power of all darkness, and mankind will be doomed.
Why would Florentine give me the seals then? Because I'm assuming I have to use the seals to, seal the Soul Stone again. So why would he give them to me instead of disposing them? Why would he give them to the one person who's fated to restore the balance if that's not what he wants? So maybe Florentine is actually working for us. Don't know yet. Let's ask about him.
So what about Florentine?
Florentine lost his soul long ago. In return for his assistance with the destruction of the 7 seals that guard the Soul Stone. He did it to deliver the world into the hands of Satan. He has robbed, murdered, and tortured for most of the last millennium. He is immortal for as long as Belial lives within this world.
So that son of a bitch and Belial are working together.
Not any longer. They may have the same goal, but they are now enemies, vying for the attentions of their dark master. Both hope to be Satan's guide if he ever returns in the new host.
New host.
The host of all evil. Gaul.
Then why did he give me the seals? That seems like the last thing he would do is to give them to someone who actually can use them. Unless his plan is, if I can't rule, nobody will, or at least if I can't, Belial won't. Yes, I think about these things because that's kind of a plot hole at the moment. A rather large one. So let's ask about Belial.
Belial? Who is he, Hawk?
Belial is one of the great lords of hell. In many earthly texts, he has even been confused with the power of Satan. His name literally means liar. He is Florentine's shade. He's doppelganger, if you like, conceived from the Soul Stone and born from the evil within Florentine's soul.
Florentine. What about his part in all of this?
His role is to see that the power of Satan is manifested physically into the new host. My antithesis.
Gaul.
Indeed,
See, the problem
Gaul.
with this, you've already gotten that answer, but now you seem confused about this answer. That's one of the problems about having the answers bleed into each other like that. If you ask them in the wrong order, like I apparently am, it sounds weird. Okay, let's ask about the Shrive.
The Shrive. Seems to be a pivotal point to everything.
It is part of the sword eternal that was taken from the soul stone. by
That
the
makes
Father.
sense.
Tell me, Adam, have you some sort of mark upon you? Some device similar to the shroud?
You mean these damn things?
I do. You are the one.
He is destined to bring balance to the Force.
The one to take up the sword eternal.
I thought you'd say something like that.
Okay, so the parchment that shows the sword but is missing the pommel. The shrive is part of a sword, probably the pommel. So when I find the sword, I put the pommel on it, jam it into the soul stone. Yay, the world is safe. Places. Yeah, let's talk about the Morning Star.
We have our own ideas, but for the record, what part does the Temple of the Morning Star play in all of this?
The temple is a thing of man, born of Florentine. Its purpose is to see the power of light thrown down, the force of evil walk the earth.
We've heard of Sheol. Sounds like a dangerous place.
Some call it hell, or Gehenna, the 7 terrible layers of fire and darkness. Sheol is only the topmost layer of hell, the lowest being the pit. It is within the place you call Sheol that the Soul Stone lies.
Hawk, what do you know of Aqua?
Aqua, the realm of divinity, and therein lies the Garden of Paradise. Many other wonders to be found there, the greatest of all being the Tree of Understanding.
Tree of...
Your ancestral mother and father ate of it, and unto them was given the power to see both good and evil, the power of choice.
I think by now it's pretty clear what this is kind of based on. Yeah. Let's discuss the tower.
Raphael told us of the tower. Can you tell us anything more substantial?
It is his place. I cannot tell you more than he.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Within the tower, we've met a man who calls himself Raphael.
See, again,
Place in him the same trust you place in Alf, for it can be said that they are of the same blood.
I notice some resemblance. Are you saying that they're related?
Related, no. Of the same blood, yes.
Hawk, who is Alf? He's offered us much help since we've arrived.
Alf is only one of his names. He is a product of the Soul Stone.
Oh,
the force
interesting.
controlling the universe. Metaphorically speaking, if the Soul Stone is the lock, then Alf's sword is the key. It's part of the shroud. Events and certain prophecies have been falsified. That is why Alf is here, to put the fate of mankind's future back on course.
What about the Falshire Knights? He said he was the last in their order.
Indeed he is. The very last and the most noble line of avatars to swear their soul to the light on the day of creation, and defend the Soul Stone from the very evil we face. The order finally fell to an army of darkness, led by a young mortal called Florentine, and the Demon of Lies.
Demon of Lies?
see again, we're getting repetition and stuff that doesn't make sense given what they already know, just the way it's worded, which difficult to write for people choosing things in a random order. But that's interesting. That's information I did not consider in this game, that Alf would be one of the personifications built from the mind. So I've only got a couple more things to ask about here.
What can you tell us about Gaul?
Gaul and I are products of the Soul Stone. As his body is prepared as host for the force of darkness, so is mine for the power of light.
We've seen Gaul. He took a small green crystal from an altar stone.
Like this.
Yes, exactly.
It's a shard of the Soul Stone, one of many broken and lost throughout time and reality. The only substance that grants entry from the tower into the realm of Sheol, the infernal place that guards the area where the Soul Stone lies.
So I can get into Sheol now.
If we are to redress the balance, we should find one.
2. 1
Ooh.
each for traveling to the realm of Sheol.
Nuts! I have 1, so I can't go into Sheol with her. That's good to know, though. And again, something I should have considered since we have 2 masks. Well, let's ask about you. Tell us about yourself.
Who are you, Hawk? What are you?
A product of the Soul Stone. A vessel born of time to become a host for the power of light. The complete antithesis of Gaul.
So you and Gaul are enemies, right?
We are of the same substance, but conceived to be enemies.
Now, see, here's the problem with all this talk of balance. If you take over, that's not balance. That's, you know, the whole thing that got him into trouble with the Star Wars prequels. Okay, I've already asked about those. So I'll skip through it. I've asked about the places. I think I've asked everything now.
Hawk,
Let's go.
Friends, my time here is at an end. But before I depart, know this. Adam, you have been marked as the Shrive Bearer. Only you can wield eternity now. None other. You must locate the sword.
Great, where is it?
Come to me, Rebecca.
Probably in the realm of the divine.
You have what is mine now.
That's either going to be knowledge or the way to enter the divine. I love she kind of slides back like she was gliding.
where does eternity lie? It could be anywhere.
Thank you.
If it was taken from the Soul Stone by Florentine, then it would soon become lost to him. Find it then where its master dwells. Find the place where Michael rules, and there it shall be.
Okay.
Find it, and take it to the Soul Stone. Fare thee well.
Okay. That actually is helpful because we know where it is now. It's in Hellstone. That was... So one of the notes that we got from Chapter 9...
Now we know where we've got to go to. Aqua, realm of the divine.
Or not.
What was all that?
Hawk imparted my mind with some information that he thought might be useful to us.
That's all.
That's all.
Well, we still got a problem. We have to find a talisman or a device of some sort to get us to Aqua. Like Al Stagger got us to Rackwood.
Well, we'd better check the stuff we found on the way. If there's nothing there, let's just hope we're lucky.
Chapter 12, St. Michael's. So at least we're on the right chapter again. Okay.
Cracked and blasted, like Hawk's prison. We use this to free Hawk.
With a key of tears.
Oh look, a door that's open now and wasn't before. I bet there's going to be something inside here that I need. Look, a portal! What a shock. Well, hello. What have we here? A church and... Oh god. Wasn't expecting 4 of these guys, and these guys can hit me from a distance with the guns. One down. That might have an AoE effect then. Or one of those guys hit his friend. Ow. Wasn't going to be much avoiding that one right in my face. Okay. I am using up way too many healing potions at this point. So unless I find another stock of them, I've got to be really careful. And hope that I don't get more swarms of enemies like that. It's really cranking up now. Which, you know, that's good. That's what games should do. Okay, so there's the church, but I don't actually want to go to the church first. I want to go around. I want to check this building out, because I don't know what it is. And if I don't know what something is, I want to find out. Now. No! Okay. Light switches. Ow! Oh, I just... What, did I just shoot the door? No. Okay, the door killed me, or the ward on the door killed me. Maybe I don't want to go into that building first. Maybe I should check out the church. It might be safer. And as soon as I say that, one of these things drops in the sky to kill me. See, again, it sounds like it's attacking. I mean, listen. Why does it sound like it's attacking when it's just walking toward me? Is it because I had my back to it? And if I don't have it on screen, it makes attacking noises? 'Cause yeah. I don't know. Seriously! Die already! Ooh, it dropped something. It's also got fire. What did you drop? What did you drop? What is it? What is this? A coin. Okay, it dropped a coin. Maybe I can put it in a jukebox. That would not surprise me at this point.
Dad's church, like most others, appears to be in need of funds.
It's the roof again. Why is it always the roof?
Church fund. Due to its great age, our church roof is in danger of collapsing. It'd be tragically if this historically unique place of worship were to be lost after nearly 900 years. Even Cromwell's men could not destroy it. Please give generously to keep our lovely church open. Every donation is met with open arms. Thank you.
Collection box with a few coins in it.
Quaint, don't you think?
Look, there's some water in this niche.
I don't think it's rainwater somehow.
What? You mean it's holy water? Does it work?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Look, there's some water in this niche.
I don't think it's...
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it.
Yeah, I'm going to
Faith
reload
is
after
the
that.
key.
Okay, the coin obviously goes in the box there. I had to test what the water did. Didn't do anything that I saw anyway. Maybe I need that for later. Anyway, I gotta fight this thing again, don't I? Yup. Yeah. Coin goes in box. Father's church. Really? This is your father's church? Is that how you got... Is that it?
Dad's church, like most others, appears to be in need of funds.
It's the roof again. Why is it always the roof?
Why is it always the roof? That's a good question.
Collection box.
That's because the
With a
roofs
few
are what are
Quaint,
exposed to
don't
the
you
elements. Now, I'm going to have to go AFK for a little bit here. I apologize. The usual. Real life ignoring the fact that I am trying to play a video game online. Shall return momentarily. Sorry about this. And back. And that should have been muted, I apologize. Alright, off we go. Let's go ahead and put that coin in the box, which is the obvious thing to do. Pa-chink! Now the door opens. We're inside of a church. It burns us! Right. Doors automatically close.
More extravagance, but nothing out of the ordinary.
It's partitioning that small room beyond.
Nope, here we go.
St. Michael. Casting a demon out of heaven.
Ah, pardon me. Really, guys? Okay, well, there we go. There's the totems that we needed. I can now go to the Divine Realm. That was easy. Still gonna look around here for anything, though.
Impressive.
I've never seen anything quite like this in all my days.
This crucifix.
Ah, let me stop you there. This is a cross, not a crucifix. Some people make that fundamental mistake. What about it, anyway?
Nothing, Sister Trebizard. The resemblance is uncanny.
What do you mean? Resemblance to who?
My mother. Dad must have kept this close to his heart. Angel and violin. That was my father's instrument.
Did he play?
Like an angel. More extravagance, but nothing out of the ordinary.
It's partitioning that small room beyond from the rest of the church.
Are there really people buried in these, do you think?
The tradition's a long one. This is probably as old as the church.
If the church is 900 years old, maybe. Maybe. Doubtful, but
Does
maybe.
this depict any religious scene, do you think?
Not that I can think of. Maybe it's from some apocryphal text.
Some depiction of an angel with a lyre.
I can never get over the beauty of these.
So why is this texture messed up? All the others are quite nice, but that one's kind of doubled up. And as you see, I mean, it clearly is. You look up top and even this thing, it's showing the same half twice. So that's a map glitch of some sort. Kind of a shame because we don't get to see the lyre.
Sorrowful.
Lamenting, perhaps?
The resemblance is uncanny.
What do you mean?
My mother. Dad must have kept this close to his heart. More imagery of crystals. This is St. Michael's, right?
Of course. Why?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. More imagery of crystals. This is St. Michael's.
See, okay,
right?
there's what it's
Why?
supposed to
Nothing.
look like.
It's probably nothing. Angel and violin.
No, that's Angel and Violin.
That
Never
was my
mind.
father's instrument. Like an angel. Are there really people buried in these, do you think?
The tradition's a long one.
There is what the angel
is
and
probably
lyre
as
is
old as
supposed
the
to look
church.
like.
Some depiction of an angel with a lyre.
I can never get over the beauty
So
of
why is it screwed up on that side? Is this open?
Locked.
No, of course not. Why would it be open? Is this open? No, of course not. Why would it be open? So, well, let's walk around outside. Is there any doors over here? We see the opposite side of the stained glass at least. Except we don't.
Does this depict any religious scene, do you think?
Not that I can think of. Maybe it's from some apocryphal text.
Impressive.
I've never
You
seen
know-
anything quite like this in all my days.
You figure they'd try to pay more attention to have the outside actually look like the stuff on the inside, but That's not the angel with the lyre.
Sorrowful.
Lamenting, perhaps?
That was on the other wall. So what the heck, game? This one should be the angel with the lyre. It's not.
The resemblance is uncanny.
What do you mean? Resemblance to who?
My mother. Dad must have kept
I
this
mean, that's
close to
pretty
his heart.
basic. If you're going to have stained glass like that, you need the same image on both the inside and the outside. Okay, is this going to hurt me when it explodes? Don't mess with the ones that have
Better
that
be careful
symbol.
with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Locked. Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
What? 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 There's no ward there. Crap, how long ago did I save? Ah!
Dad's church
Blah, blah,
It's
blah.
the roof again.
collection.
Quaint, don't you think?
Look.
I don't think
What?
it might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Well, whatever. Let's go get this stuff again and let's actually save it this time. I'm not going to bother inspecting everything. So I found the hidden door back there, but I can't do anything with it because for some reason it explodes even though there's no visible mark on it. Thanks, game. Right. Let's do what I said I was going to do and save the game. It's just worn out. Now, why the heck? I mean, look at this. Light, dark. Light, dark. Why? Okay, so there's basically nothing I can do in here yet. Alrighty then. All I can do in here is explode. I don't know why this hall has 3 light switches in it, but it does.
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Okay. Oh, I get it. I'm currently using the flashlight. And it showed me that one of the symbols isn't real. Like this one here doesn't actually exist, but it's, I guess, actually probably was like that before anyway. Well, let's find out what the heck this is.
Heavy-duty torch. Handy for spotting ward, it would seem.
Wards set by the person living here. Must be keen to keep people out.
Yeah, I guess that ward is the only one that it shows. Which would explain why I got blown up earlier. Is that the only one that it added? Because all these others were here before I picked up the magical torch, which makes the magical torch basically useless. Okay then. I guess I try going to the divine now that I have those feathers. Hello?
Feather. From the stained glass window.
Our presence probably triggered something off. I think we were meant to find this.
You think?
Nothing yet. Nothing at all.
Okay. Well, where's that torch? Or flashlight. Come on. Here. That probably has to do something in the church now.
Locked. Locked.
Because, I mean, it didn't show me anything at that other house overall. Hello, what's this?
Someone's notebook. Handwritten.
The
Oh,
writing's
Lord.
barely legible.
Oh, Lord. Don't make me try to read this. Raphael, the Shining One Who Heals. In the book of the Tobit, he reveals to Tobias that his Hebrew name means healer. He is thought to be the chief of the Order of Virtue, guardian of the Tree of Life, and one of the 7 angels of the throne. Raphael is declared to be one of the 4 presences set over all the diseases and all the wounds of the children of men, and is charged to heal the earth. He is said to be the friendliest and funniest. I don't know if that's correct, but it looks like funniest of all the angels, and is often seen chatting with some unsuspecting mortal being. As far as titles go, some would see him as the regent or the angel of the sun and the angel of science and knowledge. Some texts have this archangel as the guide of Sheol, the realm, I don't think that's right, of the underworld. Raphael is not a demon, although his name appears as many demonological texts and grimoires. Michael, he who is as God. The power known as Michael has many names, but most common is translated as he or who is as God. The singular, El being as an ancient and holy word with a long history. For example, the Babylonian name is Elu, which means the Shining One, with the Anglo-Saxon word being the same as elf, which means radiant being. Okay, so elf is Saint Michael. Good to know. Supposedly, anyway, who knows? Sea Scroll, Archangel Michael is identified and named the Prince of Light, who leads a host against the dark legions of Belial, Prince of Darkness. In this, one of many tales of Michael, he is the viceroy of the world, which was the title of Lucifer before the fall. He is foretold in David that when the world is in trouble, Michael will once again appear. An author unknown, text probably sourced from the Dead Sea Scroll, the war of the sons of light against the sons of darkness. There are Muslim traditions which describe Michael in wondrous and magnificent form with wings the color of emerald green, covered in saffron. What? I guess saffron hairs, each with 1,000,000 faces and mouths. I have no idea. or speaking in a million dialects, the patron of attack. The Quran states that from Michael's tears come the... I cannot read this word. Like, this is just one big blur on my screen. I'm not kidding. That is completely blurred together, that one word here. It's probably author unknown, like above. But if you can read it, then wow, because I can't. This page is particularly bad. Okay. The sword of the Archangel Michael is certainly one of great symbolic import to I have no idea. Something writers and historians the world over, even if the claims of its ancient magical and spiritual properties, inherent magical and spiritual properties, only have basis in legend and hearsay. Whatever the sword is, surely the main factor in each and every of Michael's victories. Oh God, these guys really needed to have some better text. But can the sword be said to be a sword, or is it a symbol or a symbolic word of God, a double-edged weapon to cut down God's enemies at Armageddon on the final day? So can Michael's sword be said to be the same word of God, or is it indeed a fabled weapon imbued with holy properties? In one account, Michael is said to have wiped out single-handedly and overnight 185,000 men of the Assyrian king. I can't read that one. Who was threatening Jerusalem about the time of 700 BC. Was this with the word of God, sword, or power? Whatever, Michael remains the hero of the first war against Lucifer, later Satan, when he single-handedly defeated the arch enemy of God and threw him down from heaven. This is where one attain the perpetuating imagery of Michael fighting with the dragon. God, I hope it's not... Okay, good. Last one. Michael is mostly shown in painting an other with his unsheathed sword in his hands, which probably signifies his role as God's champion. As God's champion, then, does his office warrant the need of a sword more powerful than any ever made or any to be made? According to myth and the Bible, Michael will lock the devil into the abyss for 1,000 years. When this happens, will Michael once again take up his sword? Okay. That was that. I am really sorry about how difficult it is to read these things. Well, there's Michael over there. You can see the green wings.
That figure, the angel, looks similar to the one in the window, don't you think?
Very similar.
Now, I almost feel like I can clip through this. Or jump over it from the cross. Which, just imagine this from a third-person view. I'm standing on a cross at a church trying to jump over a barrier. I don't think I can make it. I think the barrier, the graphics might only go so high, but it's a wall. Yeah, I'm not going to make it over that.
Locked.
So what is the use of this torch? Wait, can I do this? I cannot use magical torch. My inventory is full of all kinds of crap at this point. Stuff that I've already used and don't need anymore. Hello. What is this? There are lots of barriers in there that I wouldn't be able to see without this torch. But I can't get to them, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Unless there's a key somewhere that I'm missing, which there would have to be, because at the moment, all there are locked doors. And a portal that I can't go through. No vroom vroom from that. That's supposed to be vroom vroom, not like vroom vroom or anything. Vroom vroom. Whatever. Teleporters don't do that in this game. What the hell, man? Well, I haven't done that yet. Okay.
Locked. Locked.
No idea what that's supposed to do. Like, will it protect me from these wards? No, it does not.
Locked.
And I don't think I can really dodge them either, because as you saw, it threw a fireball at me. That's how it does the damage. It doesn't just straight up hit you or explode. You can't back away because it throws a projectile at you. Come on, I can't even get through the glass that's broken. I want to get it through the window. I want to get in there somehow. This is going to be another one of those where I spend half an hour until I find the candle. Can I do anything with this cross?
This crucifix.
Ah, let me stop you there. This is a cross, not a crucifix. Some people make that fundamental mistake. What about it, anyway?
Nothing, Sister Trebizard. Stone lectern.
Standard fitting.
Some depiction of an angel with a lyre.
I can never get over the beauty of these.
That's not quite what I wanted.
Are there really people buried in these, do you think?
The tradition's a long one. This is probably as old as the church.
Check between the pews. It's like checking under the bed for me. Not seeing anything between those pews. How about over here? Nothing under the, nothing on the floor, nothing on the seats.
Locked.
Nothing but locked doors. How am I supposed to get in?
Look. There's some water in this niche.
I don't think it's rainwater somehow.
What? You mean it's holy water? Ooh.
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Collection box with a few coins.
It might do
Point,
for
don't you think?
what? Like, okay, I can use that 3 times, but what does it do?
Locked.
The locked doors are still locked.
Locked.
I have not been healed. Did I need to carry it in something? If I needed to mix something with the water, then you'd... If I needed to mix something with the water, you'd think that it would let me interact with it somehow, other than just drink, drink, drink. And now that I have done that,
Locked.
that's locked, and this will hurt me. Let's turn off the light and see if it shows anything else. Because I have a flashlight out. It's not showing me anything. Let's turn this light out too. Wait, why is this glowing? I've turned the lights in the place. Oh, God. Let's check my inventory and see what I have that could work. I have no idea what I need right now. That's worth a try. Let's hold on to that. This is the only thing I can think of. It's Alf's shield after all. Nope! Shield don't do nothing. So shield's not the help. No. I'm already using that. No.
Feather.
Our presence probably...
No. Oh God, I'm running out of health. That's all the health I have left is 5 green potions. That's not good at all.
Heavy duty torch.
Ward set.
Okay, now the real question is, now that I've taken it out of my hand, is the one still gone? I mean, is the one still visible over there? No, it is not. So legit, I have to be using this. But the problem is, the only thing it seems to show me is that one ward. And will that ward still blow me up now that I have the torch on? I think it will. Because, I mean, it's the same ward. And it blew me up before. But all I can do is to try it.
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
See what I mean? I shot the ward? Why would I shoot the ward? I am so out of ideas right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I can apparently shoot at the other wards too. Not that it does any good.
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take the handle.
Wasting ammo. Okay, no magic items that appear to work. I've read all the notebooks.
All the charts in the observatory show Venus.
Venus.
Cave of Tears, Belial, Soulstone, Raziel, Tower Gates, the Tower. Yeah, nothing in the info either, so I'm again missing something just brutally freaking obvious. I can't use the feathers. The mask didn't take me back. Why is this pad not working? I mean, I can see more wards. That's the real kicker. But I can't get to them because, well, there's a ward on that door, so I can't get through it. There's no secret areas out here that I see. There's no back entrances. I don't see anything on the ground. The trees aren't doing anything special. The 3D engine is just crying in pain every time I move around, but I can't get in through those windows. Nothing on the street lights. Is this a way up? No. No. That's a messed up texture, but not a way up. Is there some hidden path to the second floor that I'm missing? I don't see one. These textures just look normal. Yeah, this game might have finally gotten one that I just can't figure out. Also can't see through there. What the hell? And I did defeat 4 enemies out here. None of them appear to have dropped a key, though. I've been looking on the ground, so... You know, I'm looking around where I killed them. Some of them were around the corner. Is there some way to the second floor on this building? It's got to have something to do with the holy water, but what am I supposed to do with the holy water? I don't have anything to store it in, except the cups, which it wouldn't let me store it in. I tried drinking it. That didn't do any good. I don't see any way into a second floor or around the outside, because this part on the church on the other side is blocked off from the inside, but there's no way around to the outside. There's a whole bunch of wards that explode if I try to interact with them. And 3 locked doors. That is the sum of the game for me right now. 3 locked doors, a teleporter that doesn't work, and a bunch of doors that explode when I try doing anything.
Nothing. Probably nothing. Locked.
I mean, unless I'm really supposed to jump over this.
More extravagance. But nothing out of the ordinary.
It's partitioning that small room beyond from the rest of the church.
Like, I can climb over this, guys.
More extravagance. But nothing out of the ordinary.
It's partitioning that small room beyond from the rest of the church.
What's that discolored ring around the Madonna's head?
You know, I'm not sure. Perhaps the discoloration's something to do with the stone?
There's a small indentation here. Looks like a fern or something.
See, I'm getting clues to over there because I can see across it, but
Some depiction of an angel with a lyre.
I can never get over the beauty of these.
also looks like another texture error right there. Like, clearly I'm not supposed to have come up here.
Locked.
I don't see any keys anywhere. Nothing on the floors. Nothing in the corners. Nothing anywhere that I can freaking see. Nothing to interact with. You'd think that, you know, the holy water, when you drink it down, there'd be something in the cup, or, you know, down in the bottom of the thing. But there wasn't anything there either. Does the holy water refill in time? This is the only thing I can interact with. You'd think that doing that...
There's some water in
I
there.
don't think it...
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it.
Faith is the
Faith
key.
is the key.
Look. There's some water in this niche.
I don't...
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Holy water...
This
Cross.
crucifix.
Ah.
Nothing, Sister Trebizard. This
Ah.
Nothing, Sister Trebizard.
Faith is the key.
Locked. 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 Locked.
Do I have to pray somewhere now?
This
Ah.
Nothing, Sister Trebizard. Stone lectern.
Standard fitting.
Faith is the key. 3 locked doors. I've used the holy water. Faith is the key. What is that supposed to mean?
Look.
I don't think it's rainwater.
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Look.
I don't...
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it. Faith is the key.
Dad's church like
It's the roof again. Why is it always the roof?
collection box.
Quaint, don't you think?
Faith is the key. I took the holy water. This is the only locked door left.
Locked.
The coat hanger has a coat on it, but I can't interact with it. There's nothing else in there after I already picked up the torch. Turn off the light.
Locked.
Nothing. Faith is the key.
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Better be careful with
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Why is this here? If I turn off the light, does anything happen?
Better be careful with this.
Touch it and it'll take your hand off.
Nothing in here. Nothing else that I can see.
locked.
I'm lost. That's actually kind of funny. I can make this one shoot itself. Oh, it wants to get me so badly, but what's spawning behind the door? There it goes. Now it got me. Well, I think I'm gonna have to call it because it's been like half an hour and I'm just not finding anything. I'm past my usual, I'm not gonna find it method. Or cutoff point, I should say. Dang it, I was doing so well in this game too. But I'm in this tiny area, there's just 2 buildings and a teleporter pad. The teleporter pad does not work. I've used my items to try to make the teleporter pad work. It doesn't.
Nothing yet. Nothing at all.
Can't use that. No, I got nothing. I can't go through the glass. It'd be useful if I could.
Sorrowful.
Lamenting, perhaps?
No, I got nothing. I have no good ideas. I have no ideas at all at this point. I've tried using items. It's all of that. Come back here.
Nothing yet.
Nothing. 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 Nothing.
Look.
I don't think it's rain.
What?
It might do. Depends on how much you believe in it.
Can't even refill it. Okay, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm sorry. I'm completely stymied now. It's been a bit of a waste of the day. Sorry about that. And I was doing so well figuring the puzzles out on this game until this one hit. Something obvious, I guarantee it. Tune in tomorrow to find out what it was. Till then, take care, Internet. Enjoy the games you play.